5 তোদেরকে 3টে করতে হবে, ঠিক আছে? 10 মার্কস করে। তো সাব পার্ট থাকবে, সাব পার্ট মানে এবিসি দিয়ে ওরকম ভাবেই থাকবে, সাব পার্ট ওখানে থাকবে, সেই জন্য ওটা অসুবিধা হবে না। আর শর্ট কোশ্চেন 40 মার্কস টোটাল, এই তো। আর তোদের ডেট কবে দিয়েছে এর? রুটিন তো দেয়নি?
না স্যার, কিছু দেয়নি এখনো।
তোদের ডেট কবে দিয়েছে ফর্ম ফিল আপের লাস্ট ডেট?
কিছু না, মানে এক্সামের জন্য ফর্ম ফিল আপ?
ওই তো সেমিস্টার সিজন এক্সাম।
স্যার ওটা তো 31 মার্চ দিয়ে রেখেছে লাস্ট ডেট।
তো বিফোর দ্যাট এক্সাম স্টার্ট হবে না?
31 মার্চের আগে স্টার্ট হবে না?
আই থিঙ্ক আমার কাছে যেটুকু খবর আছে মনে হয় না হবে, কারণ কোশ্চেন পাঠানো এখনো সব কমপ্লিট হয়নি। 22 মার্চ থেকে ইম্পসিবল, ঠিক আছে? মার্চে আমার মনে হচ্ছে স্টার্ট হবে, বা হলেও একদম লাস্ট উইক। আর তাছাড়া এক্সাম ফিজ না, বা মানে তোর সেমিস্টার ফিজ না দেওয়া থাকলে তো সেটাতে এক্সামে বসতে পারবে না, সেই জন্য আফটার দ্যাট আই থিঙ্ক সো এপ্রিলের ফার্স্ট উইক মেবি। দেখা যাক, আই ডোন্ট নো। আমাদের নোটিফিকেশন এখনো ফাইনাল নোটিফিকেশন তো আসেনি, কারণ নোটিফিকেশন চেঞ্জেস হচ্ছে কিছু না কিছু আজকে কালকে, ঠিক আছে? যেমন ফার্স্টে শুনলাম গুগল ফর্মে এক্সাম হবে না, পুরোটাই অফলাইন হবে, সরি অনলাইন হবে, কিন্তু গুগল ফর্মে হবে না শর্ট কোশ্চেনটা, ওটাও লিখতে হবে। তারপরে গুগল ফর্মে এসছে, তো যাই হোক এখন ওটা মনে হচ্ছে গুগল ফর্মে হবে, যেটুকু আমার জানা আছে এখন। এনিওয়ে, এই হচ্ছে ফর্ম্যাট।
স্যার টাইমটা
ঠিক আছে স্যার।
টাইম কিসের?
টাইম কতক্ষণ থাকে ওটার জন্য?
কোনটা? কোশ্চেন 70 মার্কসের জন্য 2 ঘন্টা থাকবে, ঠিক আছে? ওকে, সবাই ক্লিয়ারলি দেখতে পাচ্ছি? পাচ্ছিস তো দেখতে নাকি না?
সেটা দেখা যাচ্ছে।
ওকে, আমরা আজকে স্ট্যাক পড়াবো বলেছি, তো স্ট্যাক ইজ আ লিনিয়ার ডেটা স্ট্রাকচার, ইজ আ পার্ট অফ লিনিয়ার ডেটা স্ট্রাকচার। এটা একটা অনলি কনসেপ্ট। স্ট্যাক এন্ড কিউ বোথ আর কনসেপ্ট, এন্ড দুটোই আমরা লিনিয়ার ডেটা স্ট্রাকচারের আন্ডারে পড়ছে, এবং দুটোকে আমরা ইমপ্লিমেন্টেশন প্রসেসটা ডান বাই অ্যারে আইদার অর লিঙ্ক লিস্ট। তো আমরা মোটামুটি কনসেপ্টটা দেখি, ঠিক আছে, এবং ইমপ্লিমেন্টেশন প্রসেসটা অ্যারে দিয়ে কিছুটা দেখে রাখছি। লিঙ্ক লিস্টে তোরা ওটা বইয়ের থেকে মোটামুটি মানে অ্যাকচুয়ালি কনসেপ্টটাকে লিঙ্ক লিস্টে কিভাবে ইমপ্লিমেন্ট করেছে সেটা দেখলে বুঝতে পারবে। আর অ্যারে আর স্ট্যাকের কিছু পার্টস আছে, ওই ইনপিক্স নোট আর ইনপিক্স পোস্টপিক্স ওগুলো করে দেবো আজকে। তো স্ট্যাকে কি হয় অ্যাকচুয়ালি? স্ট্যাক লাইক দিস ওয়েন, একটা অ্যারে ধর আমরা লম্বা করে দাঁড় করিয়েছি, এরকম একটা অ্যারে, স্টার্টিং পয়েন্ট 0 1 2 3, মানে কাইন্ড অফ একটা বিল্ডিং। নেম অফ দিস অ্যারে ইজ S, নেম অফ দিস অ্যারে ইজ S। তো যখন আমরা অ্যাকচুয়ালি এই টোটাল স্ট্যাকটা আমাদের টপ বলে একটা ভ্যারিয়েবল ধর, সেটা দিয়ে এটাকে অ্যাক্সেস করা হয়। তো এইটা হচ্ছে অ্যারের ইন্ডেক্স নাম্বারটা, যেটা বিল্ডিং কাইন্ড অফ থিং, ধরে না এটা গ্রাউন্ড ফ্লোর 0 1 2 3 4 লাইক দিস। তো যখন এটা পুরো কোনো ভ্যালু নেই, এমটি কন্ডিশন, দ্যাট টাইম টপ শুড বি -1 বা এনি নাম্বার বিয়ন্ড অফ দিস ওয়ান, ইউ ক্যান পুট আদার ভ্যালুস, বাট অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমাদের অ্যালগোতে টপ -1 ধরলে হেল্প হয়। টপের মধ্যে -1 মানে হচ্ছে টপটা এরকম মানে নিচে বেসলাইন কাইন্ড অফ যদি বলতে পারি, তার এটা বিয়ন্ড, এটা নিচে ইন্ডিকেট করছে। -1 অবভিয়াসলি 0 নিচে আছে, তো আমাদের 0 থেকে যেহেতু স্টার্ট হচ্ছে ইন্ডেক্স নাম্বার, তার নিচে ইন্ডিকেট করছে টপটা, ঠিক আছে? তো এমটি কন্ডিশন আমরা বলছি কি, তাহলে এমটি কন্ডিশনে এমটি কন্ডিশন যদি কোথাও আসে, হোয়াট ইজ দ্য এমটি কন্ডিশন, তাহলে তোদেরকে শর্ট কোশ্চেন বা কোথাও, তাহলে হচ্ছে সেটা হচ্ছে টপ শুড বি ইন -1 or the for the এটা হচ্ছে -1 ফর অ্যারে, অর যদি লিঙ্ক লিস্ট দিয়ে ইমপ্লিমেন্টেশন হয় তাহলে দিস শুড বি নাল, কাউকে পয়েন্ট করছে না। ওকে, ক্লিয়ার? তো নেক্সট হচ্ছে আমাদের স্ট্যাকে কিভাবে এই সাইডটা বন্ধ এন্ড এই সাইডটাও বন্ধ, তিনটে সাইড বন্ধ থাকে, অনলি ওয়ান ওয়ে, মানে একটা দিক খোলা আছে, মানে ধরে নে এদিকটা খোলা, এই সাইডটা খোলা আছে, কাইন্ড অফ ড্রাম, একটা একদিক খোলা আর বাদ বাকিগুলো বন্ধ। হ্যাঁ,
Sir, many of us are not comfortable, sir. Please speak in Hindi.
okay, so actually stack, this one is a stack, okay, it is an array concept now, starting from 0 1 2 3, and now this one, if we put one value from here, say 5, then it will go to the directly 0 position, because from here it will drop to the first position. First position is 0 position, so come to here. Next, if we put another value here, drop another value, say 7, then it will come after that. So after that means this one already present, already occupied the 0th location, means base address, the base location of the array. Then second value will come after that. So this one come to the number 1 position. Again, if we put another value like 15, so it will come here. Like this way, it will go on for the case of insertion. So insertion operation is called insertion operation is called push operation. Push operation is called insertion operation is called push operation. Okay, so if we put some values, it will come here, and after that this way it will go on. Say another value will come to store this location in third location of this array. And one thing you have to remember, this is an array. The array is going on to the, we will normally think this one is a static memory allocation. So the size of the array should be static, or we cannot change in static memory allocation during the program. So this is fixed, means stack size. If we declare here a stack size should be 4, because 0 1 2 3 4 0 is starting location of the array. So stack size is 4. So now this is the present condition. Okay, now if we, and then the definition, if we say the stack, we can insert from one end and deletion from that end also. We cannot delete and insert from the middle of the array stack, because we cannot delete 7 here or 5, because we have the value in stack in top position, because top now here, top is locating the last position inserted, or we can say in vice versa, which is deleted next. Okay, so if we want to delete one value, so this one means at first present is 15, so we have to delete 15 at first, then we can delete 7, then we can delete 5. This way the stack will be empty again, and top we have to adjust according to the operation. Okay, because stack always pointing to the that location which is inserted last or deleted next. So this is the basically knowledge of stack. So we can see here one thing. Also, another thing is the deletion operation. Deletion operation is called pop. Deletion operation of stack is called pop. Okay. So one thing, there is this kind of data structure is called LIFO data structure. LIFO. Why? Because the last element inserted here deleted first. So this is called last in first out. Last in first out. Okay. So LIFO data structure. We are following here LIFO data structure. Okay. So because last element is 15, so we have to delete 15 at first. Otherwise, we cannot access the 7 or 5. Okay, this one is the concept of stack. Another thing is there. The point is the overflow and underflow condition. Overflow and underflow condition. So what is overflow condition? If we want to push any value in stack, in full stack, means already the top position is pointing to the final location, say 22 is value present here, assume it. So we don't have any other location to insert any value because top is already going to the stack size -1. Stack size is 4. If we will start from 0 the index number, then stack size -1. If we reach this one equals to, if we reach the top equals to stack size -1, then there is no other vacant location to insert or push into stack. So that time, if we want to again run the push operation, then the overflow condition will occur because we cannot push the value into a full stack. So that condition is called overflow condition. Okay, this is also similar for queue, so we will not discuss it in queue because whenever we actually overflow condition will occur only for the array implementation because array is a static memory allocation and also it will store the value in contiguous memory location. Okay, so there will be a chances to occur the situation the total size of the array is not, we cannot occupy the memory, we don't have sequential memory location. So that time this will happen in overflow condition, or we have to declare this total size of the array from the beginning of the program, starting in start, because it is allocates the memory in compilation time. Okay, so that is another issue. But one thing, if we implement the total process using the dynamic memory allocation, then this problem will overcome. So that is another issue. But at first we have to know the logic behind this, then we can implement this one as a dynamic memory allocation or linked list. So what is the underflow condition? Underflow condition is whenever you delete the value. At first you delete 22. Okay.
Just a minute, please call me. So what is underflow condition?
Sir,
The underflow condition is whenever we want to delete a value or the pop, we want to run the pop operation from an empty stack. Okay, there is no value for delete. That time, if we want to perform the push pop operation, then the condition is called underflow condition. Okay, so this is the concept of stack mainly. So now we will discuss about the operations we have to perform in stack. Number 1, initialization.
স্যার একটা কোশ্চেন ছিল।
Number 2 is push operation. Now number 2, okay, push, don't need other operations. Push. Number 3 is pop operation. Number 4, we can pick another operation is there. like this. Pick means the top value we have to print. So very easy procedure initialization. Procedure initialization bracket is S and top is there. You can write here input. S is a array of stack, array of stack, and top is pointer or pointing to the top element in the array. Okay, clear? So now output to initialize the top position. Initialize the top position, but initialize the top, nothing else you can have to write. Begin, only we have to write here top is -1, end. Just basic initialization means top should be in -1 from in starting. Okay, now come to the push operation. So we have to write the procedure push in bracket S and item. Top is already and top we have to declare then globally. We can declare also here, no issues. Top we can send this one as a parameter. So you have to write the inputs. This one item is the value to be inserted or push the value. Output, after in output you have to write after insertion or after the push operation, it returns the modified array of stack. Okay, so you can see this one is from book or anything else. Okay, begin. So we have to check at first for the push, is there any place available for done the push operation, because maybe the overflow condition occurs. So we have to check it at first. If what is the condition of overflow? Top, if top is reached to stack size, you can see all, you can see this one. Okay, now this is clear location. Stack size -1, then we can write print overflow. Okay, return. We have to return from here, and end if this is closed. If this one is occur for a condition in stack, then we can only print the overflow condition and return the statement from here. A control return to the call function, and then we can perform the another option for stack. Otherwise, we have to write like this. Whenever top is in 0 position, assume top is in 0 position. Okay, this one top is in 0 position, then these all are vacant that time. This is vacant, this one is vacant, this one is vacant, this one is vacant. So top is going to the next position. So we have to at first go send the top to the vacant position, then we have to insert the value to the vacant position. Understood or not? Hello?
Excuse me, sir.
Hello?
Hello.
There?
Sir, someone is trying to join, I think.
Hello?
Sir, someone is trying to join. So could you please accept him?
Is my Bluetooth is on or not? এই শুনতে পাচ্ছি না। হ্যালো
Sir, we can hear you.
Sir, someone is trying to join. Sir, could you please accept him?
Sir, শুনতে পাচ্ছি।
এখান থেকে কানেকশনস কি ফোন ব্লুটুথ তো ঠিকই আছে।
হ্যালো
Yes, sir.
হ্যাঁ
Yes, sir.
আপনারা কি বুঝতে পারছিস না? না
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
হ্যাঁ স্যার, একটা কোশ্চেন ছিল।
ইয়েস
স্যার এমটি কন্ডিশন টপ শুড বি -1, ওই ব্যাপারটা একটু বলবেন প্লিজ।
হ্যাঁ অবশ্যই বলবো। মুখে বলছি
একটু
এখানে
বলে
এখন
দিন।
শেয়ার করছি না স্ক্রিনটা। দেখ যখন একটা টোটাল স্ট্যাক আছে অ্যাকচুয়ালি there is an empty whenever you declare the array only that time there is no value, clear? So that time because top is indicator, one kind of thing, indicator, and it indicates last inserted position or next deleted position whenever there is no value, so we have to point somewhere. So actually, if we blank the top, then it will take in C language, it will take garbage value. So our program will be hampered because we have to write one program which is for all, means for all conditions it will run. So that's why we have to initialize the top position to -1 because just assume this one in under the 0th position. After that it will go to the 0th position. Under the 0th position, this one occur like this way. This one occur means like means এটা হচ্ছে একটা স্ট্যাক যদি হয় এই লোকেশনস গুলো আমার আছে ইন্ডেক্স নাম্বার, so we have to locate except this location any other location, so we can declare this one is a -1 -99 or -10 anything else because not locating this one. But if we declare like -10 or -99, then the normal process of algorithm it will not run because আমাদের -1 এর সাথে +1 করলে we will reach to the 0th location, but -10 বা -99 দিয়ে যদি আমরা রাখি যে আদার্স কোনো লোকেশন মাইনাস দিয়ে রাখলাম বাট ওটার সাথে +10 0 করলে আমরা কি +1 করলে আমরা পরের লোকেশনে পাবো না বিকজ দিস index number going to the 0 1 2 3 like this way, not the interval is 10, interval is always 1. So that's why আমরা -1 এ রাখছি, -1 থেকে 0 তে পৌঁছাতে আমাদের 1 এর ইন্টারভাল আছে, এই 1 ইন্টারভালটা রাখার জন্য আমরা এটাকে -1 এ রাখছি। ইজ ইট ক্লিয়ার?
ওকে স্যার।
বোঝা গেল কি না?
হ্যাঁ স্যার বুঝতে পেরেছি।
ওকে, সো নাও কি বলছিলাম? So what is the empty condition? The empty condition is this one, and what is the we have to push. So what is the here I'm writing ঠিকই আছে। So empty condition is this one, top equals to -1 because then there is no value. So what is the full condition? Means already top is here, will go to the 1 2 3 like this one. This one is the stack size is 4. So if the top is reached to the 3 position, number 1 index number 3 position, how? So it will insert 4 values, then it will reach here. Then we cannot insert any. So there is another value, 22 inserted. Another value it will come, say 99. So we cannot insert here because already it will occupy the all position. This is called the overflow condition. So we have to write top equals to stack size -1. Then we overflow and return ending. So now the normal condition, how to insert the value to the array. So at first assume that the top is -1. In the initialization part we will discuss the top is a -1. Okay, this one. So that means the first case top is -1. Then whenever we push any value, then we have to reach the position at first. Then we will insert that position. Means index number আগে পৌঁছাতে হবে টপকে, then we have to insert the value to the that location in the array. So the condition is, so we can write like this way, top equals to top +1 because top is -1 now. So +1 top -1 +1 equals to 0. So top will reach the 0th location, means the first location of the array. Then we can insert S is the name of the array. Here discuss we have to write here S is the name of the array. We can use other name ST or anything else similar with the stack name. So top S top we can insert item. That's all. Then return end. Nothing else. Okay. That's all from push operation. Okay. So what about operation? Procedure pop. Here we can write S and top, and you have to write the inputs and out and between. Okay. So for the case of pop, we have to check there is any value or not. If there is not present any value, we cannot delete any values from the stack. So we have to check, is there any value present or not. So for the condition is this empty or not? If empty, then we cannot perform the delete operation. So empty condition is if top is in -1. Means we only initialize, then we want to perform pop. So after initialization, we cannot perform pop because there is no value. So this is the condition. If it will go to the -1 position, then print underflow. Okay. Then same as the return MD. This is the empty condition. If there is present any value in stack, means this one. Say this one is present 22, 15, 7, and 5. Then top is in position of 3. That time top should be in 3 position. This one. And now we want to perform the delete operation. So we have to take the value into item at first, means for printing this one. Item is S top. We have to at first retrieve the value from here. For reuse, means we can perform then the deleted element is item or anything else. Otherwise, we cannot perform for a long process. So item, you have to retrieve this value from the top position at first in the item. Then top is in top -1. Because আমরা already এটা delete করে দিয়েছি, এই জায়গাটা থেকে এটা retrieve করব, then এই পজিশন থেকে আমরা already retrieve হয়ে যাওয়ার পর টপটাকে নিচে নামিয়ে দেব, because next deleted element is 15. So top should be in 3 to 3 - 1 2. Okay. Then it will delete pointing to the that location next time. So it will delete the 15 name. Okay, that is the LIFO data structure. So that's all. Or after that we can write the return item and end. So in output we can write the two things. A is a modified array after deletion, or modified top you can write, and also it returns the deleted value, because we will return the item here. So peek is very easy. You have to print. For peek, we have to again check is there any value or not for printing. So if there is no, it is empty total stack, then we cannot perform. We cannot print any value from the stack. If top equals to -1, then we can write underflow condition of R. So we cannot print, return empty, and otherwise we can print like this way. For the after that only print info not info S top. We can use S top only. After that end, nothing else. Only print S top. We have to print the top location value, that is called peek. Okay, we can see in book. So that's all from the stack using array, and this is the type. We have to do this one is using the linked list also. So try it from book. Always LIFO data structure last in first out. Okay. Right. So next, what are the implementation area of or application of stack? That is another point. Applications of stack. What are the? So stack means we can say the stack of books, stack of plates, stack of coins. Like this way we can say. Means we have to put the one value after that one coin, after that one coin, like this way. And we cannot take the coins from the middle. That is the point. So we can say this one. Another thing, in recursion in C programming, recursion, the compiler always use a stack inside the program. It will store the current control or current value into the stack. Then again it will call from the body of the function itself. Then again store the next value. Like this way it will store into the stack. Then after whenever it will get the exit condition, then it will run all these values stored in the stack from beginning, means from top to bottom. Like this way it will get the value. You can see a YouTube or anything else for a factorial using recursive using stack. There is a lot of discussions using this one. Another one is we can reverse a string easily, like this way. Reverse a string, simple. We can store the but So at first B will go here, then U, then T. Whenever you delete perform, means push operation, but like this way it will store. Whenever you perform pop operation, it will go T at first, then U, then B. Tab. It will become tab. So this is another application of stack. Other things like in editor undo button. In editor's option undo button, just think about it. Whenever you perform the undo button, Control Z, then say last three work you perform in Paint. Microsoft Paint, you perform last three options in one stroke like this way, another stroke like this way, another stroke like this way, this way. These three strokes you perform in Paint. Okay. So whenever you perform Control Z, it will delete this one at first, not this one. This one, then this one, then this one. So it will also maintain the concept of stack inside the undo statement, undo button, anywhere in WordPad, in PowerPoint, anywhere undo button, in game also, anywhere undo button is the concept of stack. Okay. If we put other concept, then it will not properly run, or not we will get the proper thing, because we have to delete the last stroke element at first. So we have to perform the stack here. This is the concept of real life concept. Also another implementation or applications like infix notations. There is a polish and reverse polish notation. We will so this is also part of stack. So it is easily we can perform using stack, because the computer inside perform not the normal equations, not like we will write A plus B. This is not performed by the computer. Okay, so computer will change this equation to understandable equation like infix to postfix or prefix, then it will run. So now we will discuss about the infix, postfix and prefix notation. What are these? Normal equations which we write like this. These are normal equations, means operator performs between two operands. Always this one is infix notation. Whenever operator performs before two operands, this is called prefix notation. Means A plus B is there, this is going to the before, means plus AB. This is prefix notation like this. This one is a minus CD and this one is a star ES and so on. Okay. And the postfix is whenever the operator performs after two operands, means A plus B is there, plus is going to after two operands, means AB plus, CD minus and ES star. These all are in postfix notation. So prefix notation is called polish notation. Okay, remember this one name, polish notation. And postfix is called RPN, reverse polish notation. That does not mean the prefix notation result is mirror image of the fully opposite of postfix notation. No. Reverse means there is only the operand operator perform after two operands, and this one is before two operands. This is the reverse, but the result will not fully opposite of prefix or postfix. Okay, so this is called the reverse Polish notation. So now perform like this way. Now we have to perform some and an inspection method for this one. Like we will get the example one. Example one is, say there is a plus C plus B. So convert it to its equivalent postfix or prefix notation. Okay. So how is it possible? A plus C plus B. So for the case of at first we have to perform the Bodmas rule. Not Bodmas, the preferences. Bracket is the first preference. First preference always should be bracket. Second is exponential. Okay. Exponential is to the power. Okay, you can see this. Yeah. Third one is star division and modular division. Fourth is plus and minus. These are the preferences. And for the case of third or fourth, these all are the same preference. Okay. So for if occur these conditions the same preference in a single line, then which operation we have to perform first, then which one occur first from the left to right, this will perform first. Let's see this one. How or prefix. Four things there. Prefix and postfix. Okay. So for the case of bracket, A plus postfix CD star, sorry, CD plus. So now total CD plus is assume this one is a operand and this one is another operand. So plus is performed both between these two operands. So now A plus A CD plus plus. This is the answer. Okay. This is the answer. ACD plus plus. So one thing remember, for the case of postfix and prefix notation, whenever we will get the final result, we cannot write any brackets here. But we can use the bracket whenever we done the program, means in steps. But in final result, we have to write only the values, operands and operators. Don't write any bracket here. Or don't use it, any bracket, total bracket, no. This is the answer. Okay. And for the prefix, so first line is A plus C plus B here. The first line is A plus CD. This is one operand now because we have to perform for the bracket first. So this one is come before two operands. The plus CD is the result of this one. So this is total full operand one is, and another operand is A. So it will go to the before. So plus A plus CD. This one is the result. And another thing you have to remember, one operator perform only one. Okay. We cannot perform the operator two times. Then we will get the wrong result. Because this class is already done. I've done this one from the first step. So don't consider this one is a class is between two operands A and C, because this one is already performed, and we will consider this one as an operand here, and A is the operand, another operand, and class is operator, and this one comes to before these two operands. So we will get the result class A, and this one class CD. So we have to write without a bracket. Final result without the bracket. Okay. So you can see the many examples are there in book, many. So this is called the hand and inspection method. Okay. So maybe this one is in your question like one equation. What is the postfix of this one? For 2 marks question. Postfix or prefix for 2 marks question. So you have to do this one in using hand and inspection method with your hand in your copy or rough copy, and you have to put the option A, B, C, D, anything. Okay. So this is the concept one thing, and another thing is there. This condition means this total process in only postfix we have to done using stack. We can done this one using stack for the postfix notation. We can get the result using stack. This is very easy, and remember one thing, we can check using hand and inspection method, because in using stack, if you perform accordingly rules, then this answer should always be correct. Okay, always be correct if you follow full rules. So that's why it is very accurate, and compiler sometimes, or you can say the operating system inside, follow the postfix expressions using stack inside to perform the total process very quickly. For computer, it will be very fast. It will be very fast, for not for all us, because we cannot perform postfix expression from postfix, or we cannot perform any value evaluate any equation, like if we this one A plus C plus D. If we want to perform, say there is a value, we will put the value 5 plus C plus 2. This is okay. So we can perform easily from this one. We know 5 plus 5 equals to 10. Okay. So it's very easy for human, so, but not for computer. It will run slow than the whenever it will run using the postfix. Whereas the postfix ACD plus plus. But for the human being, if we will put the 5, 3, 2 plus, plus, so we will not get the appropriate result from here. It is tough for us. But for computer, whenever it is using stack, it will perform. Then it's very easy, very easy. So that's why computer follows the equation using stack inside. Okay, it will convert the equation to the postfix expression, and then there is an algo to convert the infix to postfix. But now it's don't done this one because it's not needed for this exam, but very important. Okay, whenever we will previous year for offline examination, the algo of infix to postfix expression, write down the algo. This is very important. Okay, but not for this year. So just cross this algo from your syllabus now. So ACD like this one. So now we have to discuss the expression, how to get the expression using stack. This is important. Okay, this is the important part. So we will get, just a minute, a small example. There is not a small example. Now we will discuss a big example. Issues are there. A plus
C is calling you now.
So you are not sharing the screen, I think.
A plus B star C plus B star E plus F star G. This one is a infix notation. Okay, we have to perform. You can write the question. Perform this one to the postfix expression, to its equivalent postfix expression using stack. So what is the procedure? We have to put one bracket here in infix notation. Okay, and here some things are there. Symbols.
So we can't. So, say, excuse me. So we can't see your screen, sir.
Then stack is. Then here postfix expression. This is P. So at first step, we have to do one thing. Put one closing bracket in expression Q or in expression in fixed expression, and put one starting bracket in stack. Okay. So now we can start the process. After that, this is the first step. So the operands will go to the directly to the postfix expression. The operands means A, B, C, like this, all directly to the, whenever it will come to the symbol scan, it will directly go to the postfix expression. Just a minute for hold, okay? So the first symbol is, and the for operators, it will come to stack at first, and then going to, after process, some rules are there, then it will go to the postfix expression, not directly from symbol to postfix expression. So let's see. So at first A is there. So A is a postfix direct operands. So it will go to the directly to the postfix expression. Okay. Then plus will come. So plus is here. So plus is a operator. It will come at first to stack. Okay. That time A should be here. Then B is there. B is a operand. A, B. It will directly go to the postfix expression. Then hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
হ্যালো, যারা wait, আবার শুনতে পাচ্ছি না।
হ্যালো,
Yes, sir.
হ্যাঁ তোরা বুঝতে পারছিস তো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
ওকে, দেখে নিয়ে পরে বইয়ের থেকে একটু মিলিয়ে নিবি। So now So B is a operand, so it will directly go to the postfix expression. So next is star. Star is here. Star will come to stack at first. There is some rules. In stack, we have to remember one thing. In the highest preference precedence operator never will come after, it will come after some, it can be stored after some low precedence operator. Okay, means we can put star here because before this one, in lower case, under the star, we can store the low preference operator, but we cannot store the vice versa here. Means if the star is already there, if plus will come here, then we have to retrieve the star from stack, or we have to push pop the star at first, then we have to push plus. This will come here, or in another problem you can see from book. So now then C will come here. C, it is a operand, so it will come directly to the expression. Then plus, this condition occurs. This is a very important condition. Let's this one to discuss here. You can see this line plus. So in stack, here we have bracket, then plus, then star. Okay. Then now again one plus is come. So just a minute. This plus we will name the plus A. You can see plus A. This one is plus A, means first plus, and this one is plus B. Don't write down this one. Just see this. So whenever plus will come here, this one is a high precedence of than this plus. So that time this plus will pop from here and going to the directly to the postfix expression. So we have to write ABC star. Just a minute. ABC star. We will push pop this one, and then the plus will come. Whenever plus will come, again it will check, is this low precedence or high precedence? So this one is same precedence. So again another rule is there, same precedence will not store continuously. Okay. So that time again this one will pop from this stack and it will next store to the stack. That means we will get the result, this bracket and plus B. So same precedence means plus minus both are same precedence, and star division and modular division, these are same precedence. So plus A will go to the postfix expression, so we have to write only plus, not plus A. So we will get the final stack here, rest only bracket and plus. This one is plus, this one is same. This is an important rule. Again one bracket plus bracket there. Then D is there. D plus bracket ABC star plus D directly going to this expression. Then star will come because separator bracket will come here. So no issues. Whenever we have bracket, we have to consider after bracket equation in a single one. Okay. So now next E will come. You see this one is ABC. ABC star will come here. Okay. Now next is plus. Just a minute. Next one is plus is now plus. Again this condition occur ABC plus star plus D. means the condition is class will come for the stack. There is a star already present in top of the stack. That time the high precedence of stack, so low precedence is not going to the upper of the high precedence. So the star will be popped from here and going to the expression, and plus will remain here stay, because this one is separated by one bracket. So this one will stay here. Next is F is a operand. It will go to ABC star plus B star F. The next is closing bracket. Whenever closing bracket will come, then the pair of first this closing bracket will come. Okay, pair of this one. So we have to write like this way. There is a stack bracket plus again. Oh, just a minute. Bracket plus again bracket again plus is there, and closing bracket will come. Whenever it will come here, then this total pair will be completed, and the values or in operators present inside this stack will be one by one, or will be popped one by one from this stack to the expression directly. So this bracket will be closed. So we have to write the plus only one operator present inside this pair of bracket. So directly expression. Okay, and remaining part we have to write only bracket and plus this one, and this one already closed. So we cannot write any bracket in expression. So that only now the star will come here. Plus star, because star is higher precedence, so before top position of the stack will be possible. It will store here D star A plus. Okay. Now next is the G. We go to the expression directly because it is a operand G. Then the bracket, starting with this bracket, we will put will come here, and this stack will be closed now totally. So after this closing bracket will come, the pair of this one will come. So after doing this process, this one is become empty, because we retrieve all these inside this bracket. Go to the, we'll have this one like bracket and plus and then star. Then the closing bracket will come. So in stop position there is a star. It will retrieve at first, then plus will retrieve at second. So ABC star plus. So we will get the result. So after that P is P. We have to write P, the expression ABC star plus B star A star B star plus. This is the result. Okay. This will be very important for your theoretical question for 30 marks. So not this example. Do this one, other examples, and practice this at your home. Okay. So next is evaluate. Evaluate the postfix expression using stack. Evaluate the postfix expression using stack. So take the simple evaluations like this one. Okay, ACD plus plus. So ACD comma plus. So the put the values like the random values 5, 3, 2, plus. This one given P. So same thing, symbol send. And stack is there. Very easy this one. At first 5 is there, it will directly go to the stack. Then 3 is there, it will also go to the stack here. Yeah. Hello.
Sir, blur.
Blur আছে।
এখন ঠিক আছে।
Clear now? ঠিক আছে?
এখন ক্লিয়ার আছে স্যার। হ্যাঁ স্যার।
Okay. So question is evaluate the postfix expression using set. Okay. So it will be given the question in question P5, 3, 2, plus. This is a small example. You can take other examples from book. Okay. So symbol scan from first as 5, it will go to the directly in stack. Then 3, it will also go to the stack. Then 2, it will also go to the stack. Now it will come plus. So in stack we will have now 5, 3, 2. So plus will be passed from the top 2 position, means this one. So pass from this one plus. So 5, 5. Then again plus will become here. Then in stack we will have now 5 and 5. The result will be stored in the stack again. So now plus will pass from here and stored into stack 10. So 10 is the answer. This is the answer. Okay. This is very easy part. You can see from book. This is also important part of theoretical part. So that's all from stack. Okay. There is nothing remaining in stack. Now we will discuss about the queue. Queue is also a concept of linear data structure. The concept is like this one. Concept is the concept is like this one. If this is the name of the array is queue, so starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The insertion operation performed from one end and deletion operation performed from another end. Insertion operation performed from this end say, and deletion operation performed from this end say. So insertion operation performed from this end, this is called a rear position or denoted by capital R. This position is called the front position or
by F. Okay, capital F.
So there is a 2 pointer or 2 locator to indicate the locations or the index number. Rear is controlling the insertion operation and front is controlling the deletion operation denoted by F, and this one is denoted by R. In stack there is only one indicator named top and there is 2 indicators front and rear. Okay. The definition is in queue, this is a linear data structure and we will perform the insertion operation from one end called rear and the deletion operation performed from another end called front, not from the middle. This is called the queue. Okay. Not from the middle. You cannot perform any operation from the middle position. So now, say put one value. So at first, what is the empty condition? Empty condition. What is the empty condition? Empty condition is like whenever F and R in array both are pointing to the both are locating a location which is beyond of this index number, same as top. So F is point to the -1 and R is also in -1. Both pointer, both indicator points to the -1 position, then it's called an empty condition. Okay, there is no value. So initialization part you can see, we will write the procedure initialization queue, same as the stack initialization. This one for the queue here you have to write queue and F and R. So write down these all things and begin. F is in -1 and so R is in -1. That's all from the initialization part. You can see from book. And for the linked list representation, F is a pointer and R is also a pointer. Both are pointing to the null location, not pointing any particular location. Okay. So now do the operation. The operation of insert operation of Q is called insert operation of Q is called NQ. PNQUE NQ. And deletion operation of Q is called DQ. DEQUE. Insert operation is called NQ and deletion operation is called DQ. Okay. So now, whenever we want to insert, remember that condition is like this. So insert operation means at first it is empty. Okay. So we want to insert one value. So again we have to add this one 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the name of this array is Q. Okay. So H is a pointer -1 is pointing and R is also in -1. So both in -1. So now for same concept, we have to reach the position or indicating the planned position at first, then we have to insert the value back into that location. Okay. So for the case of insertion, it will handled by the R. So R should be in R plus 1. Then it will reach to the 0th location. Then we can say QR is item. Same as top is top plus 1 and S top equals to item, same as like this way. We can perform this one. Okay. So whenever we perform the first value, say 19, to push to NQ in Q from this side, 19 is going to here directly from the 0th location. So remember one thing for the first insertion. Also, we have to do after done this one, we have to put F is in -1. In 1 position, 0th position. Because after inserting one value, we can perform the delete operation because there is a value present in Q. So we can delete the value. So, but the delete operation performed by front position or the indicator is different. So this is the F. So we cannot perform the delete operation using R. So we have to put this one and say both the F and R pointing to the same location that time. And another condition is there whenever except the empty condition whenever F and R both are pointing to the same location, that means there is only one value present in the array or in the queue. Okay, clear? So now R is pointing to that location which is inserted last, and F is pointing to that location which will be deleted next. Okay, so remember these two definitions. Again, if we want to perform the NQ, then from say 37 is NQ here. So these things we have to perform for this one. R is now in 0th location and F is also in 0th location. So then again this portion we have to perform. R equals to R plus 1 means R is become 1. That means at first pointing to that location, this is cross, and then QR means this location. We can put 37 here. So now the condition is F is pointing to the first location because no value is deleted now. So R is pointing that location. This way we can again insert our other values, say 30 to 9, 12, like these values. So now R is pointing to that location. This is the present condition. So now if we want to delete one value from this queue, then we have to delete the first value because F is pointing that location. So same thing, item, we have to retrieve at first QF for printing, Then S equals to S plus 1, same thing. Top equals to top plus 1 like this. So this way you can delete this one. And it will
Sir,
come. ঠিক আছে এখন হ্যালো হ্যালো
হ্যাঁ স্যার ঠিক আছে
so after deleting that value f is pointing that location, that this one 37, f is pointing in first location, and this is 0th location, this is first, second, third, fourth according to the index number. Okay, but according to the human value we can say this one we cannot say a 0th position, we will say this is first, second, third, fourth. Anyway, not needed here. So this is the condition for delete and this is the condition of insert. There are several conditions more conditions are there. Same, we will again perform delete operation, one delete operation. Then the condition will like this, 1 2 3 4, this condition will run again. We have to retrieve the value, r is pointing that location, will be there after deleting 37. Okay, we will reach here, f is here in 32. Now perform insert, insert 92. So that means we have to perform this one, r equals to r plus 1 and qr equals to item. So r equals to r plus means r is now pointing to the, r is now pointing 3. So r plus 1 is 4, this one is locating this one, cross this one, and qr means item is 92, put 92 here. Okay, this is the insertion operation. So now condition is, if we insert a value into, okay, before that, so this data structure is also called the FIFO data structure, FIFO, because the first element will come here, will be out from the queue first. So this is called FIFO data structure, means first in and first out. Normal, we will perform, these are in reservation counter in car toll bridge, who will come first, get out from the line first. So this is called fast data structure. The simple some real life examples, toll bridge and reservation counter, ticket reservation counter. Also another thing is there, the queue concept. All we are using WhatsApp now. So there is a group message, say 200 messages are there. So whenever you open the group, then it will go to the first message, not the last message. First message, some friends send the first message. In 200 messages, unread messages, it will open the first message. Whenever it will be sent, that message it will open. Then you have to scroll down to see the all messages. So that is also the concept of queue, because the first message will come, we'll see first. So concept of data structure means first in, which message will first in into the group message, that group it will be show first. So this is the concept of queue also. So you have to remember this also in a real life example. Okay. Otherwise, if we will perform the chat data structure in WhatsApp chatting group or anything else, then it will show the last in first out, means someone posts last, this one will be showed first. So then we have to count the which is the first message. It will come 200 messages. So this is very hectic and not proper way. It's not user friendly. So that's why we have to follow the queue data structure inside the group messages. Okay. So this way you will have to implement this queue and stack process somewhere in your project or anything else. Directly not, we cannot use. Okay.
Oh. ফের ওটিপি আসছে। সো এনিওয়ে, তো তোরা একটা কাজ কর। হ্যালো,
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
হ্যাঁ স্যার
11:15 বাজে। হ্যালো
হ্যাঁ স্যার বলুন।
ইয়েস স্যার শুনতে পাচ্ছি।
Yes, sir.
হ্যালো,
হ্যাঁ স্যার শুনতে পাচ্ছি স্যার।
আর রাখতো।
আবার গ্লিচ হয়ে গেছে হবে স্যার।
হ্যাঁ হ্যালো,
শুনতে পাচ্ছিস?
হ্যাঁ স্যার শোনাচ্ছে।
ওকে, তো এই যে কনসেপ্টটা বললাম টোটাল এইটুকু দেখে রাখ, ঠিক আছে? কালকে আর একটা ক্লাস নেই, তখন কিউটা আর একটু ডিসকাস করবো, ঠিক আছে?
স্যার,
হ্যাঁ,
হ্যালো স্যার, বলছি পেজগুলোর একটা ছবি পাঠিয়ে দিন প্লিজ। থ্যাংক ইউ।
গ্রুপে পাঠিয়ে দিচ্ছি এখন, ঠিক আছে? তো যেটা
হ্যাঁ,
বলছিলাম,
thank
তো
you,
তোরা
sir.
এটা দেখে রাখ, আমি কালকে আবার একটু কিউটা ডিসকাস করে টুইটা ধরবো, ঠিক আছে? কালকে সেম টাইম।
হ্যাঁ স্যার ঠিক আছে।
ওকে।
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।